You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I seen his arm and that tattoo, I was like, oh no. Now, this is crazy what I'm about to say. So I decided that I was going to pay for the girls OnlyFans so I can like make sure I got receipts. And when I watched the whole video, oh, it was all my man's tattoos. Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing really well, and I hope everybody is blessed in this lifetime just as much as I am. I'm doing really well and I am blessed. And I'm sorry if my voice is cracky or not as loud in this video. I'll do my best. I went to the Millennial Tour and I had a time, baby. A time was had last night. And Trey Songz gave me his shirt. Yes, he did. He ripped it off and gave it right to me. And he also blew me a kiss. And, you know, I've been just letting that sink in. So let's roll that clip.
Ladies, next to another fucking
That's how we're here.
Can you catch, baby?
My man,
You can catch.
Anyway, so what we're here today is I wanted to speak on karma, and I feel like my story would help you and will help you avoid bad choices. And I'm gonna speak as a standpoint from somebody who used to cheat on their partner, from somebody who used to steal, do people dirty. So I'm gonna speak on it from that. So I wanted to point out something that I read in the Book of Buddhism. And I feel like a lot of people just think that karma is just this spiritual force that's just out to get you. But really, how they put it in the Book of Buddhism is that it's just the consequences of your own actions, you know? And it is true, what you put out is what you get, and what comes around goes around. And that is true. But I feel like when I read it in the simple form of that, your own actions is why this is happening. You know, nothing is out to get you or anything. If anything is out to get you, it's yourself. You know, it's not some type of outside forces or anything like that. Not saying that I don't believe in spiritual warfare or spiritual realms, because I really do. But I just feel that some things are more simpler than we like to put it and we like to accept. So I feel like this year more than ever, I'm starting to see that my own actions are why these things have happened. And a lot of people like to use certain excuses to escape it and try to make it seem like it's not their fault that this is happening or that that's happening. When really, baby, it's just a simple fact that you did somebody wrong. No matter what somebody did to you, you retaliated or whatever. If you retaliate, you're gonna have consequences that come with that. You know what I mean? Maybe not immediately, but soon, you know, or later on, you just never know. And I want to talk about the cheating part. I used to cheat from the age of a young age until I got into my late 20s. You know what? I used to cheat for years. On anybody I dealt with, I cheated on you. I cheated, okay? I did, okay? And it wasn't until that I had a really bad breakup, and I'll explain that in this video too. It wasn't until I had a very bad breakup is when I had time to look at myself. I took a year off. I didn't have sex, and I spoke about this in my other videos previously. I didn't have sex. I got to know myself. I did inner work. I did self-work. I got to know myself. I fell in love with myself. And that's when I started to attract valuable men. And that's also when I realized that I had adopted bad behaviors. I have I had adopted behaviors I couldn't stand. I had adopted behaviors of my partners that I didn't like. And the fact that I couldn't see it made me a narcissist. And I was extremely a narcissist in most of my relationships, all the way up until my late 20s, until I was like 27, you know. And I'm not afraid to say that I was a narcissist. And I do still have narcissistic patterns sometimes, but I catch myself. I'm working on that. But I still do narcissistic things sometimes. And I'm not afraid to admit that. So let me give you a story time of my karma. So this guy I was dating, I cheated on him when he went to jail, and I took it as, oh well, he did this to me. He's in jail. He doesn't care about me. He was cheating on me also, so let me just go ahead and do it. But I still was in a relationship with this guy. I still was entertaining him, even though I know that he had done those things. But I justified my cheating because he did me wrong. And I felt like, oh, he's cheating, so why not? You know what I mean? But my karma came a while after that. And I had to watch him be in a relationship with somebody else. And I still was in love with him. I wanted to be in a relationship with him, but he chose someone else. And at the time I was upset, but now I'm just like, you know what? I deserved it, you know? No matter what he had done to me or whatever, I feel like people have this cheap back culture. That cheap back culture has a price tag on it that you're gonna have to pay, you know? And people love to say, oh, there's no good men, there's no good women out here. But the person that you want, maybe after you've done all that cheating and stuff, maybe the person that you want to be with is the one who's going to give you your karma. Maybe they're gonna cheat on you or do something dirty to you, but it's because you have karma to pay. Like I said, it has a price tag on it. And you have to look at karma or your actions, your bad actions, as a price tag. You're gonna have to pay for it later on, you know. And it might not be right away, because I had to pay that karma of watching him with somebody else like a year or 2 years later, you know. And you know what I mean? And then another guy that I was cheating on, I was cheating on him all day, all night. And I felt like he was doing things online that I didn't like. So I had that attitude of, oh, okay, I'm gonna show you. And I did. I cheated on him. I sent him a video of me cheating on him, which was dumb and immature. And we had broken up for like a little bit, but we decided to work it out. And then like a few months later, I'm gonna say like maybe like 8 months later, I was on Twitter, right? And I seen this girl, she had OnlyFans. And I seen a clip of this video of her, you know, getting clapped from the back. And I paid for my man's tattoo on his forearm. And I said, hold on. And it's a very distinct tattoo that I had picked up, and I never seen nobody else with it. And I know my man, you know what I mean? Everybody know, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as I seen his arm and that tattoo, I was like, oh no. Now, this is crazy what I'm about to say. So I decided that I was going to pay for the girl's OnlyFans so I can like make sure I got receipts. And when I watched the whole video, oh, it was all my man's tattoos. He had like a sleeve, chest tattoos, and I was like, oh, that's my man, that's mine, you know what I mean? And I confronted him about it, and you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, we broken up now and stuff, but like now as an adult, I'd be like, you know what? That's what I get. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what that man did to me, I shouldn't have acted in that way. And you know what I mean? I deserved it, and it was hurtful. And that was actually the breakup, because I really was like obsessed with this guy. like sick over him, like, and I realized that he was a divine man in my life. The reason why I say divine man is because he taught me a lesson and he changed me without even knowing that his actions of not treating me right or whatever the case prompted me to be a better woman, because that's the breakup. Sorry, let me fix my camera. Because that's the breakup where I took a year off and I fell in love with me and I got to know myself. Because when I was in those relationships, I wasn't in love with me, you know, and I wasn't in love with those guys either. I was infatuated with them. I used them as comfort because I couldn't find comfort within myself. You know, yes, I thought I was like beautiful, gorgeous, a diamond, but to say I was in love with myself, no. I feel like not being in love with yourself, I spoke about this in another video, not being in love with yourself is like looking at yourself in the mirror and not really seeing you. You know what I mean? You just see yourself brushing your hair or whatever, but you're not seeing you in the mirror. You know what I mean? And now when I look in that mirror, I see me clearly. You know, and when I do something, I'm able to check myself immediately. Like, no, Lee, you work too hard to go back to those behaviors. And I feel like I said, dealing with those men because they weren't treating me right and they were mean to me sometimes and called me out of my name, and you know, I would act just like them. You know what I mean? It's like you adopt their behaviors, you adopt their narcissistic behaviors, and you know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't feel any type of resentment towards them. I'm not mad at them or anything. I feel like I say, you know what, that's my karma. That's what I get. But I'm able to be a better woman. I'm able to be a better person. And karma doesn't even, it comes in all types of ways. And I have received karma in the forms of losing money because I have stolen from somebody. You know, these are all stories in like my younger days. I'm completely different woman now, but if you want to say I still steal today, that's your business. But anyway, I would steal from people, not my family or anybody, but best believe if I found a wallet, I'm stealing it. If you left anything near me, I'm stealing it. And I want to give another story of how karma got me in that way as well. So it's so crazy. But I used to live in a ghetto neighborhood when I was like young. And these people's house got raided in, okay? The police took them, everything. They was like selling drugs or whatever the case, okay? And we shared like, it was like a condo, like the houses were together and we shared an attic, okay? But like the attic was like blocked off or whatever. So once they all went to jail, me and somebody else that I was with, we was like, you know, we're gonna go over there and steal whatever the case may be. They drug dealers, they got money, you know what I mean? We got lots of electronics, we got money when we went over there. And then the next day, I mean, after we were done stealing that stuff from the attic, we were like, oh, we not putting this back up right now. They ain't gonna come back out of jail or nothing like that. So we just left the little thing open. So we went to sleep. We went to work the next day. When we got home, our house, my house was ransacked. Everything was messed up. Those people actually got bailed out, put two and two together, came through and messed up that's karma. I deserved that. I should have never done that. You know what I mean? And I ain't mad. And I wasn't even mad when it had happened, because I was like, you know, I deserve it. I should never even done that. But that's what I'm saying. Like when you're unhealed and you just don't know yourself, you just going through life and not really paying attention to the lessons that you're learning in life, you do dumb things. You do things that you would never even normally do. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? when I would steal people's wallets and stuff, I would lose money. Like I would be up, but then months later, I would start to lose money. As in like I would lose my jobs. I would just, money would just be getting taken out on bills that I didn't even really want. You know what I mean? I just started to lose things. But that's what I get. I shouldn't have been doing those things. I shouldn't have been in those predicaments. I shouldn't have never done that things. But that's okay, because that's karma and I paid my price. So as I stand here as a 30-year-old woman who's, nobody's completely healed, but who's healing and has worked on herself, I would never do those things anymore. And anybody around me will tell you that I'm the most trustworthy person that they know. Like, I don't play no games. I will never do nobody wrong. Like, I don't play them games no more. I already paid my karma and I don't want it no more. I don't want to pay no karma no more. Karma really healed me. And I learned my lessons, and I'm thankful for my karma. You know what I mean? And of course, I'm still working on things, you know, pertaining to narcissism, because sometimes I'm still a little bit narcissistic sometimes, but not all the time, you know. And I can say that in my present relationships that I was so used, I won't say present, I'll say like right after I worked on myself. The first relationship or first person that I had conversations with or started to deal with, I realized how much more work I needed to do and how much I had adopted behaviors from people, because this man would not argue with me, but I would be arguing with him. You know what I mean? I would be so angry with him. And for what? I can talk like an adult. You know what I mean? Those people that I was dealing with, I was acting just like those people, you know? And I had to have a talk with myself and say, Lee, you're the problem, not this man. You know what I mean? This man doesn't even argue with you. He respects you, but you're not respecting him. Look how you act. You know what I mean? When you're upset. You don't have to express yourself in that way because other people have expressed themselves in that way to you. I don't have to act that way. So I just wanted to make this video because I realized that everybody has a price to pay in karma. And if you're doing people wrong, please stop, okay? These men or women just aren't out to get you, do bad things to you. Nobody's real, blah, 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 blah. Don't adopt that mentality. You have to realize that if you want a good person, if you want a good relationship, you have to be a good person. You have to be a good partner, okay? It doesn't take 3 months for yourself to work on yourself and then you think that the next relationship that you get into is going to be perfect. No, you really have to do the work on yourself. If I could give you any advice, I would say take a year off. That means no sex, no relationships. If you are in a relationship, I still would do no sex. You know what I mean? I still would say, hey, I really want to heal myself. I want to work on myself. I need time. And if your partner can accept that, that's a good one right there. You know what I mean? But if your partner does not accept that, I want you to really think about that. You know what I mean? That person could be holding you back from your blessing, you know? Really work on yourself. That is the best gift you can give to yourself. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that and really be mindful of your actions and mindful of the things that you do. And don't be afraid to take a deep dive within yourself. And don't be afraid to say, you know what? I deserve it. I know I shouldn't have been doing those things. You know what I mean? No matter what anybody does to you, you don't have a right to do anything back to them. Justice is God's. You know what I mean? Don't. So let's pick out a prayer card to close us out here. And I really hope what I said, you guys understood and can relate, you know? And I know that I've expressed this before, that I have adult ADHD, and sometimes I jump from subject to subject. But if you just sit and wait until the end of my videos, you'll see how it all comes together. And I don't believe in medicine, so please don't suggest that to me. And I don't mean don't believe in medicine as in like I don't think it works or anything like that. It does, but I just don't want that for me. Okay, I rather do natural things and work on it myself, you know. So if you need medicine or you feel like you need extra help, I commend you. Please do what's best for you. But as for me, I do not want to take medicine. All right, let's do this one. Again, I can't see it. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. How I see that is that be careful who you deal with. Surround yourself with people who are like-minded as you, because you will adopt their behaviors. And I talked about adopting behaviors in this video. So God always comes through for me. I hope this video was helpful. God bless you. Peace, love, wisdom, and abundance to you always. Bye.